So, hey, everybody watching. This is our podcast. This is my dad. Basically, we're going to talk about topics about Jalen Brunson, Kyrie, KD, and Knicks playoff predictions. But starting out, we're talking about Jalen Brunson. Was it a good move for the Knicks? So, Dad, what's your thoughts?
Yeah, yeah. When you think about the next point guard position over the last 20 years, you have to agree that Bronson's acquisition is a good one. Or based on the next standard, it's a great move. I have to go back to Mark Jackson to find a pure guard. Even the next championship run, with all their accomplishments, with Chris Childs and Charlie Wards, no disrespect to these two guys, but they weren't true point guards. So I really think this is a really upgrade for the Knicks.
Yeah, I agree. At first, I was like, do you want to pay, 6'1" point guard, a short point guard that much money? But after a while, I realized that it's a good move for the Knicks, and Knicks last year they were 28th in pace, so Tibbs he likes to slow it down, and last year the Mavs were 30th in pace, so Jason Kidd likes to slow it down too, and Jalen Brunson would fit into a style of play like that where they're going slow rather than fast, and like you said, the Knicks haven't had great point guards for or a really good point guard for a while, So having a guy that's steady, can run the point will be huge for the Knicks.
Yeah, that's true. And the thing about it, I've looked at Bronson's, his performance over the last 4 years. And if you notice, the good thing about him is that he has improved immensely in each category. I think there might be just one category where his shooting field goal percentage might have dipped. But if you look at things like his assists, his rebounds, his 3-point shooting, all of those have consistently increased. And when you talk about the pace, well, you know something, you have young legs on the Knicks, and he's going to join this young leg with like OB and IQ and all those guys. They're very fast. So, I think we are going to see a more up-tempo Knicks. I know the coach loves the defense or to slow it down. I think we're going to see a more up-tempo with this acquisition of Bronson.
Yeah, I actually agree. And that brings me to my next point, which is why I thought the Knicks should. I'm okay with the Jalen Brunson move. I like it now. But I also thought they should have traded for Dejounte Murray because, you look at the Spurs, they were fourth in pace. So Dejounte loves to push the ball. It will help them bring a faster style of basketball. And, the Knicks were also 22nd in offensive efficiency. So, speeding up that pace would greatly help the Knicks. And you saw what the Hawks gave up for DeJounte was 3 firsts and Gallinari. And I believe if you can get a 25-year-old all-star point guard, that'll help your pace, along with Jalen Brunson, that could greatly improve your offense and, also improve your defense because DeJounte Murray is a damn near all NBA defender. So I believe that would have been a good acquisition, but I believe just with Jalen Brunson, the Knicks should still improve.
Yeah, that would clearly be a good acquisition. But as I said, they're basically in a rebuilding mode. Knicks right now, they are rebuilding. And when you're rebuilding, you're looking for to keep your picks. You acquire these picks and it's to be rebuilt. For you to actually just go to the team, or I wouldn't say go to the team, just giving up all your picks for one or two. Well, as I said, how much better is Murray to Bronson? You can see, not because he was a all-star, but Bronson is on an upward. Basically, he's on the upward trend right now. So you would expect to see next year. I wouldn't be shocked if he's not an all-star. Based on how he played in the playoffs this year, I would expect if he continue the way he does, he should be all-star next year.
Well, I agree. I mean, the East is stacked with guards, so it'd be hard for him to be an all-star. But I could definitely see him averaging 20 plus points. But I could see Dejounte and Jalen Brunson, you know, being in the backcourt together. I mean, if you look at the Hawks, they have Trey Young at point guard, so Dejounte is going to fit in at the two over there. So I believe that they could, play off each other, and then when Jalen Brunson goes out, you have Dejounte Murray come in, and vice versa. It could, and also with the changes of pace, Jalen Brunson likes to slow it down like he did in Dallas, and Dejounte Murray likes to speed it up like he did in San Antonio. I believe that they could work out. But going